It's not the end of the world. We'll figure it out. Whatever happens, happens. I'm just going to go in and do my best and be happy. My goal is to live a life where I'm not going to stress about stuff. I'm not going to have worries in my life anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Because what is the point? And I get that everyone's just situations are unique and there's different stresses in everyone's life. But I think that there are so many health problems today caused by stress and situations that we could try and avoid.
Mm-hmm.
Money being a huge one, health being another one, the health and of other people, looking after people, like all of this stuff. I think to avoid holding on to that stress, because that is a number one killer. You can get those Whoop bands now, and you can get things that monitor your heart rate,
Mm-hmm.
and can tell you how long you've been stressed for a level of time. I've not actually tried it or done it. I'd like to. That's probably one reason why I'd want to try it. Maybe get like a Whoop band to monitor sleep and monitor your stress level. Because there's been times where you can feel your heart in your chest and you're like, that's bad. Because stress is one of those things where you need it, because without it, we wouldn't have been able to. Because what it is your brain is dumping cortisol and adrenaline into the brain, right? And that's creating you to be in a hyper state to avoid things like danger.
But yeah, that's the thing. I feel that's the difference, because in the past we used to release those stress hormones because we were running away from a tiger or something.
Yeah.
And now we just sitting in front of the laptop and stressing out because we got this emo.
But what's interesting about that is that was for shorter bursts.
Mm-hmm.
We're putting ourselves in an elongated time frame of stress. Does that make sense? So instead of having, let's say you run away from the tiger and you're not stressed anymore, you're safe.
You're safe, yeah.
Whereas our stress, I think our times of stress are far more longer. Instead, you might be stressed for like 6 hours at work. It might not be as heightened as getting chased by a tiger, but it's still stress for a longer period of time. And I think that's when it starts to do damage.
Yeah, or like people say, oh, we'll have to review your performance in 3 months or something.
Well,
and then you're anticipating that, like, oh, what's going to happen?
Yeah.
And then you stress for like the 3 weeks for it.
Yeah, and then it's the workload, and then or the expectations that people have on you. And like one thing I always say to my team is when they're in the kitchen and they've got like stuff to do and they're like, oh, I'm a bit stressed because we haven't got this prep. I'm like, doesn't matter. Not going to kill anyone. It's just serving tacos. Like, I don't want anyone to feel stressed because I've been in a kitchen before where it's like shit's hit the fan and everyone's freaking the fuck out, and all it is food. It's like, this should be an enjoyable experience, Don't want the diner's not going to have a better meal knowing that the chef is stressed. So just, make it like a peaceful environment. Like when you see fighters, for fight week, a lot of the time their coaches are like, we're just relaxing into fight week now. Like the work's been done. We are just getting them in a good frame of mind, not reducing the stress. They got press, bit of stuff to deal with. The last thing they want them to do is start freaking out about weight cutting, because it will just completely hinder them off of the fight. And I can totally understand why. And you can see them, they're like zoned in, listening to music, or athletes in general. Before like a big game or a big thing coming up, they tend to be in a very relaxed state of mind. I think Usain Bolt as well, like before he broke the first world record, he'd just woken up and then went straight onto the track and then ran. And he was like, sleep was really important, but I think a lot of that is he was putting himself in a really low stress frame of mind. Because if he was in his head about it, being like, oh, I've got to win, I've got all this pressure from my country and all the rest of it, it'd be you're dealing with a different demon. Whereas I think if you're approaching problems and obstacles with a refreshed kind of like, it's not the end of the world, we'll figure it out, whatever happens, happens, I'm just going to go in and do my best and be happy.